Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to Devotions today. We're talking about the two guys who took the road to Emmaus. Emmaus was a miserable place. It was a dump. It was a place they can't even trace on a map nowadays. They don't even know where this place was. But it's a place very often that we find ourselves going to when bad situations arise in our own lives. In the story, we hear Jesus telling them, guys, go to Galilee. After the resurrection, go to Galilee. I'm going to meet you there and I will see you in Galilee. But these two guys, their despondency was so great, they head off for Emmaus, the wrong place, the wrong direction for them to go. Fortunately, Jesus is the God of the detour as well. He meets us on the detours of our lives. He doesn't leave us. He doesn't reject us. He doesn't just let us get on with it. He meets us himself on the road to these places where sometimes he doesn't want us to go. That's an amazing thing, isn't it? But these two men met with Jesus in the most remarkable way. They didn't know who Jesus was. Jesus came and he opened the scriptures to them, and they began to use, and we've been using the word commune with Jesus. They communed with Jesus over the Word of God. They communed with Jesus over a meal together. And suddenly their eyes were open to who they were talking to. And one of the beautiful things that happened as a result of their communion time with Jesus was that confidence returned. That's what communion with God does. I think that's what communion with anybody who has meaning and purpose in your life does for us. When we understand communion as a family, you know what it does for our kids? It creates a sense of boldness for them. They will do anything to impress you. They will jump in the swimming pool and say, hey, Dad, watch me. They're not going to do that to a stranger. They're going to jump off roofs and say, hey, Dad, watch this, or hey, Mom, watch this. And they do the most courageous, albeit stupid things sometimes, because they understand the power of the communion they have with the one that they want to impress. Boldness and confidence come to those who understand communion. When we understand communion with God, like with these guys, boldness will return to our lives. We come back from going to Emmaus, and we're heading around for Galilee. We're going to meet with Jesus. When these two men, the beauty of this, when these two men realized Jesus was who he said he was and appeared to be, all of a sudden, confidence returned. Boldness came back, and it says this, and immediately they packed their stuff and they head back the 7 miles to Jerusalem. No fear, doubt was gone, misery was gone. They had seen Jesus, they had experienced him, and boldness returned to the point that they didn't care what the Romans did. They went back to meet with the disciples in Jerusalem again. I love that, don't you? The fact that sometimes when we're so down, we're so timid, and yet when boldness returns, it's generally because communion has returned as well. So let's make sure that if we're in these dark places and we want to return to boldness and confidence in God, and a confidence that says, God, I can do this, I can get through this situation, I can do what you tell me to do, and it comes because we spend time communing with God. It doesn't come because we spend a couple of moments, read a couple of Bible verses, and then venture out into the darkness of the world around. Spend some time, people, just quietly contemplating God and who he is and his place in your life. And watch as communion grows, so too will confidence in the midst of a world that is so tragically messed up. We can still be confident. I hope you find that confidence today. Have a great day, guys. We're going to start a new theme next week. This is Friday's devotion, but next week, Monday, I've got something new for you. I hope you'll join me with that. Cheers, guys. Bye.